Welcome to Stock Talk. Hi, Austin. The market mindset.
The market mindset. It's a good time for a name change. We've been talking about this all week, so we'll just very quickly, I think, open with this, and I'll glance over it for people. Obviously, if you haven't been paying attention for the last week or so, we're doing a name change. We're the Market Mindset Investment Media, not Supercharged Stocks. It was a idea kind of that came up. It's come up multiple times for you, Andrew, I know, but we wanted to do something that was a little bit more serious, reflected the kind of work that we are doing now. Supercharged Stocks is a name that we loved. It was a lot of fun, but it maybe was a little promotional, didn't quite reflect the background that you have, the really cool things that you've been a part of and able to do over the years. So it reflects kind of the more serious nature of what we are going for. It's going to be a bit of a transition. We're moving things over. So social media accounts are starting to change their names to Market Mindset. Some might still say Supercharged Stocks for the next little bit. The website's rolling over. And also for anyone on our mailing list, which if you're not signed up to the mailing list, you should be. There's a lot of great stuff on there. But this week's email blast, which will come out today, probably around 4 today, will be the last one that comes as Supercharged Stocks. The next one that we do will be the Market Mindset, and it will be our quarterly newsletter as well. That'll come out at the end of next week. So you got to be subscribed to get that on the website. So if you're not, head over. Adam's got the link up right there for you. So head on over to the website, get signed up to the newsletter. We will be getting our official kind of name change done by the end of next week, and that will be reflected in the newsletter.
Perfect. Yes, I'm a glutton for punishment. I like, you think it's going to be easy, just go, listen, it's time to change the name. I've heard it for years. You know, people pull me aside and go, hey, Andrew, you know, maybe you should change the name. So we just pulled the trigger, and holy smokes, the amount of things that affects, incredible. So yeah, I know it's gone fairly smoothly, but I know some of you have reached out and said, you know, hey, I tried to sign up and this didn't work. And that. So we apologize. There's going to be a little bit of transition here. I'm also going to call this Supercharged Stocks probably a number of times, so bear with me. It's going to be hard to get rid of it. And yeah, just to reiterate, it was, you know, I remember sitting on a panel. It was a New York show, and it was like a global head of strategy for McKinsey. And just, I guess I'll put it a nice way, they weren't that thrilled to have a guy called Andrew O'Donnell from Supercharged Stocks on the panel, because it's not really that's not the name that you want to be sitting beside. And you know, and I realized then that yeah, it's fun for me, and I like to have fun. I mean, part of my day is to have fun and to enjoy it. But this is serious business, and for a lot of people, just because I think it's fun and I can still have a very serious conversation, this is very serious people, very serious business, and very big business, and they may not appreciate having more of a fun name there. So just decided it makes it a lot simpler. The Market Mindset also is a reflection of the product that we have, which we're really starting to get out there as well. I'm hosting a show every week as well for 15 minutes. I'll stay on for an hour if you want me to, and it just says what this is about, and it helps to identify the companies and the opportunities that we've been lucky to find so far, and spend a bit more time with me and chat a bit about that specifically, and how this product can help. And that also is like another step for further engagement, because really at the end of the day, we want to create like a group, like 100 or 200 group of people that come together. We can meet online, we can talk about ideas, and we can start to really move things. And that's kind of my goal over here, was to have that like-minded group that are really critical thinkers, building a portfolio. But more than that, they're building something towards the future with their values in line, with a bigger goal than just wanting to make money, and just trying to put all that together into something. It takes a bit of time, but we're getting there. We're certainly getting there.
We certainly are. And I mean, it's been a journey, and it's always going to be a process, and especially rolling over a kind of rebrand like this is going to be that. But like you mentioned, for anyone who is having, there's technical issues, if you can't get signed up to the mailing list, just send us an email. We'll get back to you. We'll get you sorted out. We'll get you on there. It's technical glitches. These things are going to happen as we kind of roll things over. But hopefully, once we get on the other side of this, everything's going to be running smoothly, and we'll be back to business as usual.
And make sure you reach out to Austin as well to get on the list for every Thursday whenever I do go live. Happy to have you on there, and we'll chat it up there as well. And then also, I just wanted to mention, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, absolutely. Email me directly or head over to the website. There's a sign up contact form on there. You can put your name, your email, the reason you're interested in the course. We'll get you signed in for the Thursday session with Andrew. We'll get you on there. We have a lot of fun, lots of laughs. We'll talk about the course and see if it's something that you'd be interested in.
And one final housekeeping thing as well. With this last quarterly update going out, people always ask, Andrew, what are you buying? Because like I've said a number of times, just because we have someone on the show doesn't mean I'm buying the stock. There's a million reasons why I might want to talk to a president, CEO, or a fund company, or anyone else. Part of it's educational, part of it is to let them do their thing, but doesn't mean that I'm buying every single one of them or that I work with any of them. So people always then ask, well, the follow-up is, well, okay, which one do you buy? Well, on our first one we sent out there 3 months ago, we said this is what we bought. Then at that point, that's what we're sitting in. This next one will be the same. So eventually we're going to move that over into a paid subscription because, giving out winners is being very, very beneficial for a lot of people moving forward. And we're very strong in the ones we think are going to do very well. But we're just going to flat out put it out there for you. So it'll be the last one to sign up for free here to see what are we buying, what are we holding. And that's just for my own personal account. I can't ever tell anyone to go and buy something or not to buy anything. I don't know what your risk profile is, but for me, I know what mine is. I know what I'm comfortable with, and it gives some credibility too when people can look back and go, oh, so I'll just pick Desert Mountain because it got beat up a little bit. Well, you still own Desert Mountain. What's going on with that? I'm still going to own Desert Mountain. I love it, so I'm picking up more of it. So I'll give it a little spoiler alert. I'm buying more of it because long term, I'm a big fan and I'm a long term guy. So I'll just throw that out there. And I also just want to touch base because I just got off just over an hour chat talking to Captain Graphene. He's probably going to be annoyed that I said that. But that's his nickname. His name's Adrian Nixon, and he's the editor of Nixon Journal. Wow. Now I could talk for another hour with him. It was extremely educational. It's quite a site. They really are the hub right now for anything to do with graphene. He knows GMG. Knows them well. So we've got to talk a little bit about that. And of course, if people have been following GMG Graphene, that stock has been doing amazing, mainly on their battery story. But listen, that's just one of their products that's changing things. When we start talking to Adrian about the applications for graphene, it's really exciting. And I like it because you can see how pumped he is. He works in Manchester at what's called the Geek. That's their center for graphene. That's where the what do you call Nobel Prize was won out of. So this is really exciting. I think you're going to love the interview. It's maybe going to come out in parts because once again, it was over an hour. So we're going to get that out to you. It might be a week or so. It's going to take a bit of time to edit this thing up. But what I just wanted to mention, because it was such a fun conversation, to be able to talk to someone who's a leader in this space. He knows everything about graphene.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and I'm glad you were able to say that as well because I could tell right away. We always get on a little bit early and do a little bit of show prep before these live shows, but I could tell how much fun you had in that conversation. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that interview and really looking forward to getting feedback from everyone else on what they think of it as well.
Yeah, and for me too, because I'm investing in companies that have graphene. I like graphite as well. We've talked about Gratomic, who is a graphite miner in Namibia. And of course, GMG is our main graphene company. But in the past, people might also remember Nano Explorer, which is a nanotech graphene company that I'd written about that recycles plastic. So we talked about that as well. And I forget that, I can geek out and I like this kind of stuff because I can see where it's going to go. But you wonder sometimes if you've got confirmation bias because you think, okay, I own these companies and I want them to go up. It's whenever I speak to someone like Adrian, who has no vested interest in those companies. They create companies and he helps people create companies. He's got an MBA and he helps students who have patents do that as well. But to have him get you so pumped about where this is going, and this is someone at the top of their game, the top of the field. It really ignites a fire in me that, listen, just because it might not be right in my eyes and right in my face today, this is where things are going. And the amount of incredible work being done today, and they're just scratching the surface with graphene, very exciting. You're going to love the interview. There's a lot to learn from that. And that's the kind of stuff we want to put out to people. To help. That's not always just about stock. It's about education, getting people excited about all these new things that are changing the world. because we can get inundated with all the negative. And this is one where you don't have to be focused on negative. It's people solving problems for the environment, for you name it. I'm not going to give away too much, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting, and it's awesome to see kind of a deeper dive just into that industry in general, not necessarily specific companies, but just the industry and everything that it can do to help meet these goals that, you know, everyone's talking about these days, all these climate targets, all these net zero emissions targets and stuff like that. How different sectors, and graphene in particular, is going to be very critical in that journey.
Yeah. So, once again, keep your eyes open for that. I was really pleased to have that conversation. I also want to touch on, we had an IPO come out, a company that we like called Allied Copper. We put the video out yesterday as well. It just came out into the market yesterday. Got a little beat up, but that's all right. That happens. But they've got the SK property. It's a copper gold porphyry project near Battle Mountain, near the Cortez Trend. So this is a Nevada company, very interesting. They've got a great team and a great lineup. So this is one that we liked because it's a clean new company. It's not an IPO, it's an RTO. It was a reverse takeover. But it's new to the market. So it's a new shell, new to the market. It's got the team. It's got a lot of strength behind it. And we're looking forward to growing this copper story out and seeing what they come up with. Because once again, talking about graphene, you're talking about a material that's very conductive. Copper is extremely conductive. All of these things, when you put them all together, can make such a huge impact on the future. And we've got some pretty big, maybe some outlandish goals and targets out there, but at least it's amazing to see companies that are providing these materials and finding these materials and getting them the chain of custody and getting them in the right locations. It's all this is critical. We can't say it enough.
Well, and it's a really exciting team. It's a cool project. It's Nevada, which is a great district for mining, a fantastic district for copper. So I really encourage anyone who's interested in a copper story, has been looking for maybe a copper play for a little bit, to go take a look at that interview yesterday. Go give their website a check out, because it's a really, really exciting project. Excellent.
Well, thanks so much, Austin. We wanted to keep today a bit shorter. Because we've had a lot of content come out lately, lots of change happening, and we need to get to work on the website as well, and a lot of that work. We wish everyone a great weekend, and listen, there's a lot happening in November. So let's knuckle down, get right to it, and feel free to reach out to us anytime you want. Remember, we're now the Market Mindset, and whenever I forget, you can remind me.
Yeah, exactly. And just so people know as well, we will have new emails, but we're going to forward everything from our old emails over to our new ones. We'll still be checking the old ones. So don't worry, you're not going to miss us if you're sending stuff to Supercharged Stocks. We'll still get it. We'll still be checking all that stuff out. So feel free to reach out anytime. And we're really excited about the changes over here. And we're appreciative for you guys for coming along the journey with us, or subscribing and following along. It's been really exciting.
Yeah, I want to reiterate that, because it's picking up steam pretty quickly, and that's great to see that people they're enjoying what we're doing, and we want to make sure, like I said all the time, reach out to us if you want more educational type stuff, or if you want types of videos. Hey, we're going to find the time to do it for you and make it for you, because after all, we're here to build a community and to serve them the best we can, without it just being all about what the stocks that I like or where I see things going. If we can help out and we can give you some content that might help you in another way, we'll do our best to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Well, everyone, have a great weekend. Thank you, Austin. And we'll see you next week.
Take care, guys. We'll see you all on Monday.